it's Dave and Johnny live. I'm Dave. What? Where's Johnny? Social isolation sucks. Wait a second. Can we get Johnny? Where's Johnny? Johnny!
Yeah, I'm here.
You're here. Yeah. What's up, baby? How you doing?
I'm good. Yourself?
I'm all right, man. Getting through this terrible, terrible time in the world, this coronavirus, the COVID-19, whatever you want to call it. It sucks, man. And we are doing the social isolation version of Dave and Johnny Live. I am here in the Ringside Report bunker, and you are live from the dark woods, my main man, Genesis.
My own little personal dungeon, yeah. It's a lot of fun down here.
Yeah, is it a 50
Got a good
Shades?
workout in this morning.
50 Shades dungeon or Heart Family dungeon?
Yeah, I was thinking Heart Family Dungeon. We were talking about that off air.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, you got a good workout in this morning, so.
You did?
Yeah, I did my shoulders.
Nice.
Looked pretty good.
What did you do?
Good. Well, you saw my Instagram, right? I posted, I have, pull-up bars.
Right, yeah. So you got a pull-up bar, and that's pretty much all your workout now? Because you're a bodybuilder, John. You're very serious about your working out. You're in the gym 6 days a week. All the gyms are closed. Everything's closed. You can't go anywhere. So I was worried about you. I was like, man, Johnny's going to lose some mass. He's going to look skinny. And right now, I don't see any of your body right now, Johnny. I'm only seeing your head. So I'm thinking you're trying to hide. Uh-oh, here's the guns. Uh-oh, he's showing the guns. All right. They're still there. I thought you were losing mass by the day, not lifting the heavy weights. So you're doing just body weight exercises right now. That's all you can do, right? You like to lift heavy. You like to pump the iron, clanging and banging, but now you can't do that.
Well, I know I have 15-pound weights. I also have a punching bag, so I just pick that up and throw that around a lot. So, I mean, there's little things you can do.
Yeah. All right, so you're getting by. You're figuring it out. You're trying to stay in shape, and that's pretty much all you can do, right? Just work out. Like, what else is there to do right now? You stay at home and you work out. I've got a 100-pound grappling dummy that's been taking a lot of work over this past week because, what else am I supposed to do?
You mean your brother, right?
No, I'm talking about the grappling dummy I bought. You've seen that thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The big leather thing. Yeah, my brother is more than 100 pounds, but he's also one of my grappling dummies. He came over yesterday. We did a little jiu-jitsu. You saw my Instagram story at Dave Simon MMA, and we're trying to make do, man. But this sucks, right? Usually you're here every week. We do the show. We have fun. Wrestling Uncensored, the whole deal. And now here we are, man. We are in our own locations. I'm here. You're there. And we have no idea how long this is going to last for. Hopefully not too long, but probably another week at least, right?
Well, I thought they said at least 2, right? So
yeah.
I feel like till the end of March.
Is this only week 1?
Well, for me, actually, it's only week 1.
Yeah, this is really only week 1 of the full-on shutdown, right? Because the schools and everything where we live were all closed last Thursday or Friday. So this is really the first full week of most everything shutting down. More things have been shutting down this week, more stores and stuff like that. And we're all staying indoors. Nobody's going outside really unless you absolutely have to. And you and I are not doing the shows together side by side. Thankfully, thanks to our awesome producer who's sitting here with me, we actually are able to still do the shows together. I had Ringside Report last night with AJ. We have the capabilities for Fred as well. We're going to get Fred on the show. And now you and I are going to be doing this show and Wrestling Uncensored just like this for the time being.
Well, I think safety first right now. That's the most important thing. And the fact that we can entertain people at the same time, that's a bonus.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to talking about pro wrestling. Wrestling Uncensored is going to be the main event this week. I think we'll do a short Dave and Johnny live here, John. This is just an update, kind of state of the Wrestling Uncensored universe. If you're on the chat, if you're watching right now live, send us your thoughts. How are you doing? How are you coping? How's everything going for you? We're really concerned about our people out there all around the world. Our good friends like the Antoinettes, the Derek Johns, the Wally Burns, of course. Bob Cote I see is on the chat. Daniel Winston, how you doing out in Texas? the whole world's gone completely crazy over the past week, Johnny, and I just want to let everybody know that we're doing all right. We're making it through. We're persevering. Our shows will continue. This is just kind of a state of the universe address. We just want to let everybody know this is how it's going down from here on in. Johnny's in the dark woods. I'm at the Ringside Report bunker, but Wrestling Uncensored will continue. WrestleMania is going to happen, brother, and it's a 2-night event. So are we doing a watch-along, John, from our separate locations? What are we doing?
Yeah, I don't know how that would work exactly. I think maybe you and your brother can do it, but I don't know if it would work from my end doing it like this.
You're coming on as a guest, at least, for the watch-along, John. It's happening.
I could be in the chat for sure.
Why can't you be on video? What's the problem? You're on video right now. Why wouldn't you be on video if you're in the chat? We're going to get you on the watch-along whether you like it or not, all right? I have a direct line now into your house. I have a camera set up, okay? I'll be spying on you, so get ready.
That's fun to know.
Yeah, even when we're not doing wrestling shows, I'm going to be looking in on you just to make sure you're not up to anything weird. Just to make sure you're indoors, all right? I'm just checking up on you to make sure you're still inside.
I actually almost wrestled last weekend, so I wasn't almost indoors.
Seriously?
Well, because I got a call from our buddy Jeremy Prophet, and there was a show in Sorel this past Saturday, or supposed to be, but it ended up getting canceled. So we ended up not going to the show.
Okay, good. But you were willing to go.
I was willing to go. We were all set. We actually screwed up in the sense where we're supposed to meet. So even if the show was going to happen, we still weren't going to be able to go to the show together.
Classic.
Because, so it was a botch no matter what.
So, good thing you didn't have to drive all the way to Sorel for a canceled show, right?
Well, I think he did, but I didn't, so that's kind of too bad. Yeah.
Wow. And what about that show, the TCW show?
Torture Chamber, I think you're talking about?
Yeah, Torture Chamber Wrestling. Don't they call it TCW sometimes?
I think they call it TC Pro Dojo Wrestling.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, sorry, you're forgiven. But I don't believe that's going to happen. They just scrapped everything, it seems, from their website. So I don't think it's going to happen.
Wow. Well, nothing's happening right now, and it's rough for indie wrestlers, right? Like, indie wrestling is hurting right now. Professional wrestling, as far as AEW and WWE, they're continuing. They had shows this week. WrestleMania is happening. But as far as, indie wrestling, that's done. That's not happening at all. I feel for the indie wrestlers right now. Go and buy a T-shirt. I'm rocking one of the indie wrestling T-shirts right now. The Lucha team, Lucha Libre, the most caliente tag team. I know that you're part of it. Los Latinos, right? Latinos Inc. El Contador is live with us right now. The accountant, El Contador. And,
Good guy.
Go get the shirts, man. Do you have a shirt to plug? Like, do you still have those Genesis shirts you can sell?
I think I only have like 6 of those left, so unless you're into small and extra large, that's all I have left, actually.
Okay, so
3 of each.
All right, so if you want a small Genesis T-shirt or an extra large Johnny North Genesis T-shirt, contact him at North Genesis on Twitter or Genesis Johnny North on Instagram. Because right now, I think it's all about buying merch from indie wrestlers to keep indie wrestling alive.
Well, I know NCW, another fed I wrestle for, they cancel all their shows not only for, like, I think this month, like next month as well. All of April is canceled.
Yeah. I mean,
it's pretty rough.
It's rough, man. It's hard enough being an independent wrestler, right? And now you add this where there's no shows and you don't know when your next booking is going to come. It's a difficult time, man. I feel for the wrestlers and I feel for the fighters right now who, they make their living performing in front of crowds, and right now performing in front of a crowd is not possible. For us, we can continue doing what we're doing, but I feel for the people that we cover, the people that are most important in this, the wrestlers and the fighters who are out of work.
It's a really tough time for a lot of them. Like you've done before with AJ, I think yesterday, like just try to support people as much as you possibly can right now. But everyone's going through a tough time right now, so it's really tough.
Yeah, it's not just wrestlers and fighters that are off work, right? A lot of people are being laid off of work, right? Can we talk about your shoot job for a second?
Well, the hotel was closed, I think, earlier this week.
Right.
So, yeah. But maybe that's for the best.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, a lot of things are shut down, and I don't know if you want to be working at a hotel right now, but, you know, it's hard. It's hard on a lot of people. So, you know, the government is doing what they're doing to try and help out. All sorts of governments around the world trying to keep the economy going, but things are rough out there. Thankfully, I still have work. There's actually more work than ever. I'm very, very busy in my line of work.
That's good.
But as far as everybody else, man, I'm feeling for people because I know a lot of people close to me are struggling right now because of the finances of this whole thing, because nobody's going to work, everything's shut down, and people are losing a lot of money. So it's rough out there, and support as many local businesses as you possibly can. Support your local indie wrestler as much as you can. Support Johnny North. Go buy a Johnny North wrestling shirt right now. If you want an XL, if you want a small, there are 6 left, and these are awesome shirts. I'm going to be wearing my Johnny North Genesis shirt on Wrestling Uncensored. I love my Johnny North shirt. I wear it all the time, and if you want to rep for Johnny North, contact him at North Genesis, at Genesis Johnny North. He'll hook you up with the shirt, and you'll be doing a good thing in this tough time.
You can also represent by doing the Super Chat as well.
Yes, support on the Super Chat. Thank you, John. That helps me too. So that's nice.
It helps it all. So, yeah.
Yeah, it helps out the whole universe. If you want to send us a Super Chat while we're on live, while we're on the Wrestling Uncensored premiere, you're usually on the chat during the Wrestling Uncensored premieres, right, Johnny? Like around 10 a.m. on Saturday mornings. So you answer a lot of the questions that are posed to us on the Super Chat, which I appreciate very much, by the way.
You're welcome. Well, I saw Daniel Winston was posting, so I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely going to write back.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool,
and then
Johnny.
It just kind of snowballed.
Yeah. Well,
it just
great.
Snowballed. There's so many more comments. It was great, though, yeah.
It's cool. Like, you can watch Wrestling Uncensored with Johnny North, and he'll comment on the show with you live Saturday mornings, which is pretty cool. And if you Super Chat, he'll 100% answer all of your questions, whatever questions you have.
Well, it works now because, like, there's not much else to do at this point. Sometimes I might be, traveling to a wrestling show, so it's not always possible. But when it's possible, like right now, yes, definitely.
Well, it's very cool, Johnny North. We appreciate everything you do. We appreciate the Wrestling Uncensored and the Dave and Johnny Live universe for keeping on with us during this very tough time. I see Bob Cote's here. Ben Deuce is up as well. A lot of you watching on Facebook and Twitter, we appreciate you. Or sorry, Facebook and YouTube. I don't know, man. It's been a rough week, okay? What are you going to say?
How are you coping?
I'm all right, man. I got my mats down in my living room. I got, jiu-jitsu going on. I think I'm going to do more jiu-jitsu now because, there's nothing else to do. So I'm just basically wrestling my son and then wrestling my brother. I'm doing a lot of wrestling. It's pretty good. I'm staying in shape. I feel strong. I feel, jacked to the gills, brother.
That's good, but I'm sure it's a lot harder to have your family cooped up with you, the whole time.
It's not easy.
Is it not?
It's not easy, but we're having fun. It's nice to have everybody home from work and preschool.
That's good. I mean, enjoy the time because, yeah, you have it now.
That's right.
Who knows how long this is going to last for, so make the most of it.
That sounded more ominous than it needed to sound. You mean this shutdown where we're all together as a family is what you're saying? Because soon we'll all go back to work and everything will be back to normal?
Right.
Or something terrible is going to happen? Because the way you put it, it kind of sounded like, oh, you never know how much time we have left. I'm like, whoa, take it easy, dude. We're all going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. Coronavirus is a really bad flu. We will survive. You and I will survive. Some people will die, and it will be very sad. However, people have died, and it's very sad. However, my message to the Wrestling Uncensored universe, to us all, and to you, Johnny North, we will survive. You and I especially. We're young and healthy. We'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about you or me, but again, you have a family, so you have a lot more to worry about.
Yeah, well, I think everybody's going to be fine. My family's healthy. We're doing all right, Johnny. We're doing all right. We're going to be fine. I see Antoinette is here. She's upset that she doesn't have the gym. You know, we're all upset that we don't have the gym. Antoinette, we're going to be all right. Do those home workouts. I'm doing them. It's what we need to do at this time. We're all going to make it through, Big Johnny.
It is rough not having the gym. There's no doubt about it, but that's it. You just have to survive different ways. Just do a bunch of push-ups every day, a bunch of crunches.
That's right. I appreciate the words from Quincy, Timothy. For some reason, like the stream bot timed him out on the chat. I don't know why this keeps happening. We have like a thing to make sure that the streaming and the chat is like working. There's a program, but
Right.
sometimes it like deletes messages. Yeah, but like what? Well, look. There's nothing bad about this guy's message. Can't wait. You guys are my go-to for wrestling news, info, etc. Keep up the work because we as wrestling fans are dying out here. So, you know, my man Quincy writes a nice message.
He said dying, maybe.
Maybe because wrestling fans are dying. I don't know. Maybe because he
Yeah.
put the laughing emoji. I have no idea. But, you know, Wally last week got booted from the chat. And Wally is like a super nice guy. And he didn't write anything like weird or mean. I don't know, guys. Just so you know, we have like a bot thing running our chat. And sometimes it'll delete your message or time you out from the chat or just completely boot you. And I don't know why. And it really has, it shouldn't. So my apologies for that, and we'll try and fix it, right? I got the producer right here. You're going to try and fix it. He's on it. He'll figure it out. I don't know. But last week, Wally got, like, booted from the chat, and then he wrote me and was like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to write too much or whatever. I was like, Wally, no. Like, you didn't offend us in any way, man. That was automatic. I don't know why that happens. It kind of pisses me off. So that's a glitch in our system, and we're trying to work it out. Weird.
Well, if anything, we encourage comments. Right, as much
Yeah.
as you possibly want.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Antoinette went out for a jog. Ben Deuce wants to know.
That's good.
Is there going to be an NXT show Mania weekend? I don't think so, right? It seems like they're doing a 2-night WrestleMania, and night 1 and night 2 are going to be just main roster type things, except for Rhea Ripley and Charlotte, right? Because Takeover was supposed to be on the 4th of April, but now WrestleMania night 1 is on the 4th of April. And then WrestleMania Night 2 is on the 5th when Mania was originally scheduled.
Well, you saw NXT this week. It was just pretty much a recap show. So maybe those big matches for TakeOver, maybe it'll be part of WrestleMania, but maybe not.
Yeah, they might do that. I don't know what they're going to do, man. It's super weird. I heard that the Hall of Fame might be Raw.
I heard SummerSlam, actually, but okay.
Yeah, I heard that too. I'm seeing different things. There's rumors flying around all over the place, right? Like, it's not really, as far as WWE goes, like, even though they said WrestleMania is going to happen on April 4th and 5th, are you fully buying it that it's actually going to go down? Because at this point, you know, anything could happen.
I believe it. I know people are saying June 7th in Madison Square Garden, but I think they just want to get this done because they don't know when this could possibly end. So that's why I think they want WrestleMania to happen.
June 7th, Madison Square Garden. I haven't heard of that. What's that?
For some reason, I keep hearing that. People think it's going to be moved to Madison Square Garden June 7th. I don't believe it, but I keep hearing that rumor.
That's like just over 2 months away.
Right.
Where we are right now, do you think we'll be ready for a jam-packed Madison Square Garden in like 2 months?
I'd be very surprised to see sports back functioning the way they were, like end of June. I'd be surprised.
I hope so. I mean, I hope that we get to see some baseball this summer or something. I want to see the Yankees start beating people on the diamond.
I think we'll get half a season, actually, maybe, of Major League Baseball and maybe barely any NHL playoffs. 'Cause there's still hockey and basketball to finish, right?
Yeah. I don't know how that's all going to go. As far as WrestleMania, I see Derek John writing that a lot of it is going to be taped. It's going to be recorded like beforehand.
Well, it makes a lot of sense to record it beforehand because you never know when they're going to cut it off or you can't have these gatherings even in a closed building.
That's it. So I think they're going to have to record a lot of these things. I think over the week, they're going to WrestleMania won't be fully live, and they might have matches,
Right.
Around outside, like street fights, stuff like that, to make it more interesting, because these empty arena shows at the Performance Center have not been that good. AEW was awesome, but these Performance Center shows have been kind of weak.
I'm really concerned about Brock Lesnar, because isn't he stuck in Canada?
Is he still in Canada right now? Oh, man, imagine no Brock for Mania. That's bad. Brock Lesnar doesn't even show up for Mania. So lazy.
Well, he's supposed to be on Raw, right, this Monday? They hyped that, I think.
Right.
Not mistaken. So
is that going to happen?
We'll know by Monday if he's there.
All right. Well, we got Wrestling Uncensored to do, Big Johnny. We're going to do that as well. That's going to happen tomorrow, and we'll talk about everything WWE and AEW. There's a lot going on in the WWE, right? There's still a lot going on in the WWE, which is crazy because everything else has been shut down. But the WWE, it's like we got a full slate of news. I did the UFC show this week with AJ, and it's like, yeah, everything's canceled for 3 weeks. Dana says Khabib and Tony are going to fight on April 18th. Is it really going to happen? That was the show. Coronavirus, and that's pretty much it. Like, there's nothing else going on, WWE, man, a lot happened this week. AEW, Brody Lee, a.k.a. Luke Harper, and Matt Hardy both debuted on Dynamite this week. Like, a lot happened in professional wrestling, so I'm pretty hyped to get Wrestling Uncensored going with you, brother, because we have a lot to talk about, and we're not going to really have to talk about the coronavirus at all, which is nice. I like the break.
Well, Dynamite was fantastic this week. I mean, we'll get into it on Wrestling Uncensored, but what an amazing show, and I think it really saves Wrestling Uncensored because, like you said, we can just talk about wrestling. It's great.
Feels good. Feels good to just talk about wrestling, talk about how awesome Dynamite was. Great stuff, Big Johnny. All right, that's Dave and Johnny Live. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Ben Deuce, Bob Cote, Antoinette, Quincy, Derek John, all my people. I'm glad you guys are doing all right. I hope you guys are staying indoors, staying safe, washing your hands. What did I say last week? Take care, brush your hair, wash your hands, don't talk to strangers.
Right, that was it.
Don't talk to strangers, So that's my main takeaway from the show. Don't talk to strangers. Be safe out there. We're going to make it through. We'll be all right. Wrestling Uncensored is going on this week, and it'll be a great distraction for you guys because we're going to talk about pro wrestling only. All right? I don't even want to say coronavirus on that show.
Bam.
Forget about it. All right, Big Johnny. Thanks for joining us via satellite. Thank you, everybody, for watching. For Big Johnny, I'm Dave Simon. This has been Dave and Johnny Live. We'll see you again next week.